Hello guys, welcome back to my channel once again, and this is the past question we want to go through. We were given the function f of s is equal to p minus 1 s cubed plus b s squared plus q s plus r divided by the factors s minus 1, s plus 1, s plus 2, and then give us remainders 4, 0 and 5 respectively. We are supposed to find the values of p, q and r and then the factors of what? F of s. So we jump straight in, and this is the solution I started with use at first. So we are continuing. So we said that we take the first factor, which is what? S minus 1, which is this. So we equate it to 0, we get s equal to 1. It means that when you find f of 1, it should give us a remainder of 4, which we have done here. F of 1, we equate it to 4, and then we get this equation, which is what? 2p plus q plus r equals 5. So we name this one our second equation. Also, we take the second factor, which is the s plus 1. So s plus 1 equals 0. We get s equals what? Negative 1. Therefore, we find f minus 1, and that one gives us a remainder of what? 0. A remainder of 0. So it will be equal to what? 0. So we take our equation, this equation, and then anywhere we see x, we put negative 1. As we did here, anywhere we see x, we put 1. So that will just give us p minus 1 cube plus b minus 1 square plus q negative 1 plus r, and then we equate it to what? 0. Then we simplify. If you simplify this equation, you get back to minus q plus r equals what? Negative 1. And that gives us what? Equation 2. Then we take the last factor, which is here, s plus 2. So we now have x plus 2 is equal to 0. You have s equal to negative 2. Therefore, you have f of minus 2. Let's look for its remainder. The remainder was what? 5. So we equate this one to what? 5. Let's go to the next sheet so that we continue over there. And just shift this one to the top. Let's shift this one to the top. Alright. So we are going to calculate for f5, f minus 2, sorry, is equal to what? 5. So we take the equation, which we already have at the first part, the same equation, and anywhere we see x, we put negative 2. So that will give us p minus 1 negative 2 cube plus p minus 1 square plus q minus 1, sorry, it's supposed to be negative 2 plus r, which will be equal to what? 5. Then we simplify this equation 2, and then we get minus 4p minus 2q plus r equals negative 3. This gives us what? Equation 3. Please, you can pause the video and then do the simplification by yourself and see whether you get the final equations, equation 1, 2, and then the third one, this. So now we are going to solve these equations 1, 2 and 3 simultaneously to get the values of what? P, Q, R. And I think you can pause the video here and do it yourself, and then you compare whether we'll get the same equation. So let's continue. Now I will take equation 1 minus equation 2. If I take equation 1 minus equation 2, it will give me 2p plus 2q equals 6, which I can divide both sides by 2. Can divide 2p plus 2q on 2 on 2 on 2, which will give me p plus q equals 3. That will give me equation 4. And then I'll take equation 2 minus equation 3. I'll take equation 2, which is here, this equation 2 minus equation 3, this one. When I do that math, I'll get 4p plus q equals 2, which is my equation 5. Now I can now solve equation 4 and 5 simultaneously to get the first values. So I can just say that equation 5 minus equation 4, that will give me minus 1 on 3 plus q equals 3. Please, you can just follow so that you see we subtract this from this, we subtract this equation 4 from this 5, and then we had this. We had minus 1 on 3, minus 1 over 3, sorry, when you subtract equation 4 from equation 5, you are not supposed to get this. Let me do this correction over here. So let me just cancel this one out, and I'll get equation 5 minus equation 4. So this is P. So 4P minus P will give me what? 3P. Yeah. Yes, this is how it's supposed to. Then Q minus Q will give me 0. Then P, I'll get 3 minus 2, which is equal to what? 1. Then 3P is equal to 1 over 3 over 3. I'll get P equals what? 1 over 3. So I get the first value, which is what? P equals 1 over 3. I'll now put let me check something here. I say equation 5 minus equation 4. So 2 minus 3 should give me negative 1. Sorry. So here should be negative 1 over 3. Yeah, negative 1 over 3. So this is the value for P. P equals negative 1 over 3. Sorry, my marker. Negative 1 over 3. So let me just divide this sheet neatly and then continue at this side. Now I'll put P equals negative 1 over 3 into equation 4. So where's my equation 4? This is it. And I have P is what? 1 over 3 negative plus Q equals 3. And this was the equation I was writing here at first before we cancel it out. This is where I jumped to. So sorry for that. So we have Q equals 3 plus 1 over 3. And when you do this one, it will just give you 10 over 3. Now that we have P and Q, let's just put Q, which is equal to 10 over 3 into equation 2. So where's my equation 2? Far back on that sheet. Here is it. Then I'll get what? R. So I'll get Q is already negative here, so it will be negative 10 over 3 plus R equals what? Negative 1. I'll simplify R and I get R to be what? 7 over 3. Therefore, the values of P, Q, and R are negative 1 over 3, 10 over 3, and then 7 over 3 respectively. So it means that P is this, Q is this, and R is this. Alright, so now we are left with what? The factors. Let's come back here. The factors of f of s. So we'll come and look for the factors of f of s. Let's continue. Alright, so we are still continuing. Now let's get back our equation. So if you rewrite our equation, f of s will be, if we substitute our values inside and we rewrite, we get minus 4 over 3 s cubed minus 1 over 3 s squared plus 10 over 3x plus 2 over 3. So if you put our values, we have gotten P, Q, and R, where are they? Our values, these values. If you put these values P, Q, and R into the function, this function f of s, that will just give us this, to give us this equation. So we can just pause the video and do it. Now, why am I simplifying it? Because we want to find the zeros of this equation. They said we should find the factors, so the zeros of it. They have already given us one factor, which is what? S plus 1. They said s plus 1 leave a remainder of 0. So this is one factor. One factor is this because it leaves a remainder of 0. So it is satisfying what? This equation. Now to get the other factors, what do? We just do our simple division. So I have my simple division. I have negative 4 on 3 x3 minus 1 on 3 s squared plus 10. This is 10 on 3 x plus 2 on 3. Now I'll look for the values. What will I multiply by this one? I'll get 4 on 3. That's what I need to multiply by this. 4 on 3 s squared times this one give you negative 4 on 3 s cubed. I will multiply by the other one. I'll get negative 4 over 3 s squared. Then I'll just do my subtraction. I'll get s squared. This one will be 0. The first part will be 0, so that should be here. I'll get s squared. Then I'll just drop this one. 10 over 3x plus 2 on 3. What do I need next? I need plus what? X. X times x. I'll get s squared plus x. I'll do my subtraction again. That will give me, this will just give me 0. This minus this will give me 7 on 3x plus 7 over 3 plus 7 over 3. Please, this is 7, no, not 2. It's supposed to be 7. Yes. Sorry, it's supposed to be 7, not 2. Alright, so let's continue with our division. The last part. What do we need now? We need 7 over 3 plus 7 over 3 times this. I'll get 7 over 3 x plus 7 over 3 nicely. I'll get 0, 0. Therefore, our factors are s plus 1, the factor we used to divide, and then the top one, which is minus 4 on 3 s squared plus x plus 7 on 3. Alright, so what do we do now? We solve for this equation. That is all. We are looking for our factors, so we just simplify, then we get our factors from this. So now let's just take this one and simplify. Since this one is already there, let's take this one and try to see how we can simplify only this one. So also minus 4 over 3 s squared plus x plus 7 over 3 is the same thing as saying minus 1 over 3 to bracket s squared minus 3x minus 7. So we only factor minus 1 over 3 out. Alright, so we can factor the 1 in the equation, which will give us minus 1 over 3. This one, we simplify this one, it's just going to give us s plus 1 times 4x minus 7. That's all. Simplify this one. So we now use this one to multiply this one. Therefore, the factors f of x of this will be x plus 1, which is this one, times, so let me just use the dot for time multiplication. So let me just bring it. Negative 1 over 3. Sorry, this one is not part. This negative 1 over 3. S plus 1. 4x minus 7. So when I simplify it all, I'll get f of s to be equal to minus 1 over 3. This minus 1 over 3, this will multiply this. I'll get s plus 1 all squared. Then 4x minus 7. So these are the factors of this function. This function, which we have already solved for what? P, Q, and R. We put it inside and we had this. So please, you can take your time and play the video backward and check if there's any mistake. You let me know in the comment section. If there's no any mistake and you like it and you like the idea, please, you can subscribe even as you wait for the next episode. So you can go to the suggestion box or my comment link over there. There are questions over there. You can go through Wassce past questions inside. You can go through, and very soon we'll be solving likely 2020 exam questions. So please stay tuned. See you next time. Thank you. Bye.